Okay, folks, how you doing? So this last few days, this debate I had about Weight Watchers has caused a bit of a stir for me. Some people have agreed, some people have hated the Weight Watchers Slimming World Camp are up in arms against me and getting hate mail. But there's other people texting me saying, you know what I'm saying, that they agree 100%. They've been through the Weight Watchers. Other people are saying, you know, that commenting on the GP and what they're agreeing with me, some are disagreeing. So it's created a bit of debate, which one I wanted anyway. I don't really care about offending people. Do you choose to be offended? What I say doesn't offend people. Do you choose to be offended what I say? So if I'm saying something and you got offended, that's your issue, not mine. What I am going to continue on is, someone did text me and say, well, listen, you're hitting on this Weight Watchers and you're hitting Slim World, but they're doing a good job. My opinion was they weren't, but we had a debate and they were saying, well, listen, they lost X amount of stone. I went, listen, that's great, it's a start-off point for you. The chances are you're going to put that weight back on. They got defensive. I was like, whatever. Then she hit me with the question of, well, what else can you do? What else? She's tried everything else. What else can you do? And it got my mind things like, yeah, it's an excellent fair point. You know, I'm hating on someone, but there's no point in me just saying something and not coming back with a response to give an alternative. So what I do is I'm just going to discuss what I would do with people. Now, goals are going to dictate your eating habits. It's that simple. If you're Ross or Gareth and you want to get ripped to the deck and you're really six-packed out, well then you're going to have to really be strict on your eating and watch what you eat. It always comes down to calories in versus calories out. If you're in a calorie deficit, in other words, if you eat less calories than your body requires to fuel itself, you're going to lose fat. If you eat more, you're going to put on fat or muscle, depending on how you're training. But I have a real simplistic way. I run another page called the Dad Bod Bible. It's an online training page, the Dad Bod Bible. Go check it out. Plug myself there. But it's basically aimed at dads like myself, mid-30s to plus 50s, right? And when I became a dad, all I realised was that six-pack didn't mean shit to me. All I want to do was be able to look a bit better, take my top off on the beach and not be embarrassed, maybe turn a few heads, have a toned-ish stomach, not six-packed out, be able to be a superhero to my kids and just enjoy life. But I'm not prepared, personally I'm not prepared to give up my beers the weekend, my bars of chocolate. I am at the moment attempting to get a six-pack before I turn 40, so I'm having to dial back the calories. And to be honest, I'm finding it pretty difficult because I just don't have that drive in me to get a six-pack. There's no why for me to get a six-pack, but I've said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to really give it 100% and try it. I'm finding it very, very difficult, and I'm being honest in my dad bod vlogs I'm putting up on YouTube and everything. I'm being very honest with my training, if I'm failing, if I'm cheating, whatever. But I just don't have that in me to want to get a six-pack. Doesn't mean I don't know how to train. It just means I don't give a shit about a six-pack. And there's other people out there like that. But there's other people out there who want that six-pack and they need to really dial in their eating. So how your eating style is going to dictate your goals. If you're morbidly obese and you have to do it for, let's say, for health reasons, well then you're going to have to accept that you're going to have to change your life. If you're just a dad who wants to dial back a wee bit, lose a few pounds, well then you're just going to have to alter a few things. There's different ways of training. There's way like my mate Aaron, he's ripped to pieces, and he's a big advocate of flexible dieting. I'm sort of coming to the way of thinking of it. I understand the reason behind it, but I'm just not there yet. My main thing is, like, I follow Dan John and I love his simplicity, and one of the things he always said, and I think it's fantastic, is eat like an adult. And that's sort of the message I preach to most people around about my age who aren't really chasing that six-pack. Okay, so if you're an overweight woman, for saying with the Slim World, the Weight Watchers and all, well then this will apply to you. Eat like an adult. You're an adult. You know what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat. It's not rocket science. If you've got a cake here and a plate of chicken and vegetables, what one should you eat? You know yourself. The battle is within your head of like your addiction or your mental state, or that's a different story. But you know yourself what you eat. Should you have a tin of Coke or a glass of water? It's not really that hard to understand and make sense of. So if you eat like an adult, 80% of the time, you're going to give yourself a better shape. That 80-20 rule always applies, in my opinion. 80% good, 20% let yourself slack off a wee bit, allow yourself to live. Weekend, have a couple of beers. What you shouldn't do is do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 42% of your week. So people fall into this trap of thinking Friday, weekend, happy days, Saturday, weekend, happy days, Sunday, shit, Monday's tomorrow, I'll just have my Sunday dinner, have a beer, my Sunday dinner, have my dessert. I do that myself, but listen, you've got to accept it's 42% of the week that you're eating shit, okay? Now, I don't really give out, I don't have a six-pack, and I don't give out to people who do. I don't complain about not having a six-pack, because I actually understand the principle of, you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. My actions are, I'm eating shitty foods. The reaction is, I'm going to have a bit of a belly. And if you're like that, then you've got to accept that. And the only way you're going to change that is by changing your eating plans or eating habits. Okay? Now, what I did say was, I used the analogy of a car filling up with fuel. If you're in the car, if your body's the car, okay, and you're going to South Armagh to fill up in dodgy diesel every single day, well then there's a good chance that eventually your car is going to break. It's not going to run optimally, and eventually it's going to break down. And when it does break down, it's probably going to cost you a shit ton of money to get fixed. In human terms, that's basically, if you're feeding your body full of shit all the time, well then eventually you're going to put on weight, and dependence on that, instead of having to fix an engine, you're going to have to fix your body, and that's going to be spending a lot more money on personal training and gym memberships and healthy foods, and also that battle within yourself to actually stop eating shitty foods, because it becomes an addiction and it becomes like a habit, and it's hard to break habits. So if you're eating shitty food, you have to accept these are the penalties you're going to have to pay for, as opposed to filling your car full of fuel from Esso or Shell or BP, where you know it's going to be optimal fuel. You're going to make sure it's going to run smooth, and that's the equivalent of just eating healthy foods all the time. If you're struggling and you fill your car with dirty diesel once in a while, it's not going to do that much damage usually. Okay, same here. If you fill your body full of shitty foods once in a while, you're not going to do yourself that much damage. So it's really simple, folks. I'm going to wrap this up, but it's very, very simple. Eat like an adult. Find a way of eating it that's not going to deprive you too much of that. Like this, I'm talking about the average person. I'm not talking about six-pack physique models or anything. You know what you're doing. You're disciplined and dedicated enough. You don't need people lecturing you. But for the average gym user who struggles to just keep their weight down, just be honest with yourself. Know where you're going wrong, and start prepping your foods, and have the food in your house that you need to eat. That's going to show and take all the food you don't need out. Don't use excuses of, oh, but my kids need biscuits. Bollocks. Your kids do not need biscuits. Your kids do not need sweets. Your kids were going to, they have to say now the average 8-year-old has had more sugar in their body by the time they're 8 than your grandfathers had in their whole life. That's ridiculous. We should not be doing that, okay? So don't fall back on excuses to justify having biscuits, cakes, sweets, whatever it is in your house. You don't need them in your house. If they're not there, you won't eat them. If the good food is there, you will eat it. Eat lots and lots of green vegetables. Eat a rainbow, as I say, there's different coloured vegetables. If the food isn't inflammatory, if the food's inflammatory but it doesn't affect you, rice, whatever, eat it. But if it does affect you, if it bloats you, weight, whatever, avoid it. It's really simple, folks. Become an adult, act like an adult, and you'll not only act like that, but you'll also influence your kids or the children, younger people around you. So it's really simple. That's my answer to anyone who's saying about Slim World. What's the alternative? Eat like an adult, because you're not eating like an adult if you're going to Slim World. You're depriving yourself of a massive amount of calories, okay? And there are too many calories. If you're in too much of a calorie deficit, well then your body's going to rebound very quickly as soon as you stop eating like that. And that's why the failure rate in the Slim World and Weight Watchers is so high, because you restrict the calories so much, and then once you stop eating and you start eating normally, bang, it goes on and it goes on more. So that was my answer, folks. Okay, cheers.